Hello, just waiting to share this video. It's really hot here, so I think my face is really red. I'm at a coffee shop outside, and it is hot where I am. My back's in the sun. My computer's in the shade. So I'm just going to put you down for a minute while I share this video. There you go. Okay, gotta share it to women. Broke my favorite glasses a couple minutes ago. Not happy about that. Okay, so I know no one's probably on because the weather here, well, it depends on where you live. The weather here is really hot today, which is fabulous. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about I had to do a live stream outside. It's so nice, basically. But intuitive eating is kind of how I've always eaten, mostly all the time. Now, it does apply to you. I mean, anybody can do this, and that's how I teach in my workshops and my programs, because you really want to just know what's right for you, and that has a lot to do with how you feel, right? Now, what do I mean by intuitive is basically you end up knowing what your body likes and what it doesn't, and how you do too is because you check in. And so a lot of people don't have body awareness, right? And especially if you're somebody who does the emotional eating and grabs a lot of sugar, a lot of white carbs, all of that type of stuff, then it actually plays with your brain, right? It actually makes your moods really low and get foggy brain. You can't think straight. So it affects your personality, basically. It affects how you think. So when you are in that sort of state and eating that way, you can't really intuitive eat in a way because you're so unaware. You've detached from your body because you don't want to feel how horrible you actually are feeling eating the foods that you're not ready to give up. But that's why doing a program like mine or some good health eating program is so important, because you want to get out of that cycle. The only way to get out of it is to actually learn how do you get out of it, right? And so the way I eat is basically some days, like people ask me, how are your portion sizes? How much do you eat in a day? What do you eat in a day? And I tell you, it changes all the time. Some days I'm actually really hungry and I'll eat a lot of food. Some days so usually I'll have like 2 days where I eat quite a lot of food, actually quite a lot. And then all of a sudden the next day I'll wake up and I'm like, I'm not hungry at all. I'm going to do intermittent fasting for a couple days, which is 16 hours before you eat again. And that makes me feel really good. My digestive system just needs a bit of a rest, and then I go back and I'm fine again. So I really, really do this a lot, but I always am able to check in, feel my body. What does it need? I can even tell if my body needs yams, or if it needs a whole bunch of fresh greens, or if it needs, something heavier. Like, I really can. And the greatest thing is that you never have to sit and think. You never have to look outside of yourself anymore for what's right for me. What should I be doing? Now, except, guys, if you have a health problem, right? If you have some sort of health problem, thyroid problem, something that is throwing everything off, then you need to get help from a professional. Absolutely, right? Always do that first, always. But it's so great and freeing to be able to really know what your body needs. It is attainable. You can do that, but you must get out of the cycle that you're in and eating the foods that just dull your senses, and then not being afraid to connect to your body. So sometimes if people aren't happy with their body, how it feels, how they look, anything, then they are afraid to feel that, to actually feel that and to sense their body. So they kind of want to ignore that. And that is where you get this disconnection, and where you go, I don't know what I eat. I don't know what I feel. I don't know what's right for me. I just can't tell, right? So that's okay. I don't know if it came back or what happened. This is part 2, if there's 2 parts all of a sudden, to intuitive eating, because I got cut off. I forgot to turn on my data. So I just wanted to say how powerful it is, and hi, Jolene, and how great it is when you actually get to the point where, watch part 1, Jolene, it cut off, unless I'm still talking. Anyways, I don't know what happened there. But when you really get to the point where you actually really know and understand what's going on in your body, and like I said, you're able to eat intuitively, you're able to sense what your body needs, you're able to know what real hunger is and feels like. Most people don't. And that way you don't really tend to overeat. Now, I mentioned in my live stream last night too, it is so important to work on your thoughts, your mind, and all of that too, because that affects you, right? So it's really about working on the mind, body, and spirit. So when you're happy with yourself, when you're feeling good, you take care of yourself. When you're happy with your life, when you're passionate about things that you do in life, you take care of yourself more, right? So there's a lot of things to consider, of course, if you're just somebody who can't seem to get the eating thing straightened out. But know that it's truly possible. It absolutely is possible. And when you eat like that, it's very freeing, and you just like have no worries. It's just like, I just know. Now, it doesn't mean you don't have issues with digestive problems sometimes, or you catch little bugs or stuff, but you know what I mean. Stop the craziness, stop the battle. And it's really about tuning into yourself and not having to always go ask questions from someone else or read a book or try to find some specific diet that's going to work for you finally when nothing else did, right? It's really about tuning in and discovering what's truly right for you. And my program, 30 days, is coming up, and I'm giving $150 off it right now. Regularly $397, you'll get it for $247, and that's a 30-day program. You can, I think it's at dianamarchand.com/30-day or days. It's on my website anyways, 30-day program. But if you're somebody, I just encourage you to really reach out and get some help if you're having problems where you just can't get the eating thing straightened out, especially if you're in midlife, because, oh my God, things are different. What used to work will not work anymore. All right. Have a fabulous afternoon. I hope you guys are out enjoying the sun, if you have sun wherever you live. Okay, bye-bye.